Hello, Tara here. It is December the 1st, so I guess it's time to do a end of month layout share from what I've got done in the second half in November. I think I had 8 in the previous video. I think I said 9, but it was 8, and I've got 10 here, so kind of been a lazier month, but that's okay. You need one of those once in a while. We'll see. I don't know that December is going to be a whole lot better, but we'll see. So starting off with, this is I used a Scrap-A-Sketch sketch, and it was from November the 2nd, number 95. And I also used the Scrap Rooms October Flavor of the Month with the Paisley and Petals line from Fancy Pants. And I used it for the Scrap Room Stash Challenge. So you had to do all the include stash that started with all the letters from the word family. So for F, I had flowers. For A, I had arrows, and these are these I did add in. These were Freckled Fawn arrows. Metallic thread. This is a Heidi Swapp metallic thread. And so I just included a few bunches under here. I'm still not the best at this. I've got to get a good system in play. When I backed a couple of the empty arrows with a bit of pattern paper. For I had indigo. I'm stretching it, and I'm calling this blue an indigo. I think I could have done ink too, but I use gloss spray, so I don't know if that counts for splatters. L for lace, and I fussy cut out a portion of the lace paper for that, and there's hardly any of it showing now. I should have pulled it out a little bit more, but on the sketch it really didn't show very much of it. So and then for Y, I had yellow because there's yellow bits here, and I use, this is Cheddar gloss spray. I use Cheddar and Sage, and a couple of Scrap and Happy Studio Flair. To me it looks kind of off. I think I need to add another one up in here somewhere, so I'll probably do that before I put it in an album. There's one. I love that collection. And I should mention that this was the monthly die cut from the Scrap Room. So I saved, there was another, it was like a trio of wreaths. So I did cut off and save the bits that would have been hidden. Okay, and then we're going into another, let's see, Scrap-A-Sketch 93. And I did turn it this away, and I used the Gather Kit from Mercy Tira. For this band across here, I actually just kind of fussy cut out these geometric shapes from the Pink Fresh paper, goodness sakes. Yeah, so what to say. I guess it's all from the kit. I did add in a couple of these coppery enamel dots, and it was from the American Crafts Farmstead Harvest line as well, but that wasn't in the kit. So it's Fall Family Tradition, and they run a 10K, 5K every year, so I ended up adding in their times and what they ran, whether it was a 5K or a 10K, and I just repeated the black lettering over here for the date. I didn't have that added when I did my Instagram. So actually today I went in and I added the date on here as well, just with a glitter pen. I'm trying to get better about including the dates before I put them away, because I do forget. Let's see, this is another one with the Gather Kit. It is a Scrap-A-Sketch sketch, but it is a premium one, and I think it was from don't know if it was October, November. I want to say November. Anyway, I do have a process video for this one, but since the video I have added in, found these old lawn fawn fall leaf sequins. These were from 2013. So I added a few of those in, and then I just added in Tracy Mercier. She does a lot of this journaling online, so I added in a little bit there since I did a process video for this one. And it just says that mean leaf was chasing Alfie, but he showed it who was boss, almost a year old and still figuring it all out. October 2nd, 2023. But yeah, I like that one. Do I have weathered wood distress oxide? Oh, that's what I used for this backing. And I inked my edges with Distress ink instead of normally I, rip it up. And oh, and this is My Road velvet trim, so that wasn't included in the kit. Let's see, this one I did do a process video for this one as well. It's also from the Gather kit. And then since the video, I just did this morning. I added in these letters. I had a real rough time with her name. I spelt it wrong, and then I peeled it up because originally it was right on the thing, and then when I peeled it up, the backing came off because I found these letters last night. So I've mentioned before I owned a store from 2010 to 2013. So I still have boxes upstairs, and every so often I go shopping upstairs. And this was an alpha that I actually found 3 or 4 alphas that I didn't. Usually I would take one from my stash, which is why I've got a lot of alphas. But this is one, I had it in a different color in my stash, but I never took this one. So that's where these letters are from. And actually I thought the peach might go too, but not so much. It might have gone, like it does match some of the, anyway, I should have had this pulled before I worked on this kit because it's pretty, I do have a bit left. I guess I could just stick it in with it. Anyway, so that was with the Scrap a Sketch number 97. And I used a Hip Kit Club die for this Polaroid frame and made another bigger one for behind in there. But that all I talk about in the video, so I won't go into it a whole lot. Let's see, this one. This was day 26 from Tai Kahiki. Document Aloha on Instagram. And it was from Christie's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches, round 13. I'm still working on them, but I've skipped over day 25 for now. It's one that I want to use scraps on, and I just have to get it sorted out. Oopsies, missing a sequin. So this is the Rad kit from Not Just for Boys, and then I also have added in the July 2023 Heidi Swap Stop the Blur. I get those kits every month and I don't use them. So I need to start going through them and the colors that match a kit, just plunking it in. So there's a few items from that. These cute little, what do you call them? Emoji faces. And the little tab, this Today thing. Was there anything else? Oh, this little enamel arrow. I don't know what my computer is ding-a-linging about over there. Oh, it must be a group chat. It's people are okay. Anyway, what I did for this one was I did a flip up. I don't hardly ever do these, but there was a couple of pics. So this was Paul on his first day of school this year. And as he's pretty good. Every day he's like, you're taking pictures, right? Let's just get it out of the way now. He just wants to get it done because he knows there's no way out of it. So we're standing out there and he's, got to be cool, right? As we're standing there, his dad Dave drives by and is like, show us your pipes, Paul. So I got this one here, and I don't know that he wants that in the thing. But then I liked this one too because he's got a goofy face and the cat's creeping up on him. It's just, it's a funny little cat. Anyway, I'm pretty pumped about how that turned out. And then I added a whole bunch of sequins. Even though he's a boy, I don't care. He's getting sequins because it is what it is. But I'm like, wah, wah. And I do want to add a bit. Oh shoot, I meant to cover that with a piece of pattern paper just so it's not glaring white. Not that anybody sees it, but I do when I flip it up. And when I put this paper on the back, I made sure to line it up kind of with the line so it looks like it's continuous. And I want to put some journaling here, but it'll be kind of private journaling, so I need to think about that a little bit. Yeah, so that one's that one. Then we've got, this was day 30 from Christy's Beautiful Life. Again, I skipped. So I think I've got 25, 27, 28, 29, 31 to do. So I have 5 left. This was, and it's not real exact. It's sticking on the back here. No. Yeah, I saved. I wanted to save every little bit. So, so I was just inspired by the film strip. Did I do a process video for this one? I feel like I did. Yes, I did. Okay, so I won't talk about it a whole lot. But since the video, I just drew in their names and the date, just handwritten there. And I think that's all I've changed. Yeah, the rest is still the same from the video, so check that out if you're curious at all. The only thing I added that wasn't in the gather kit from Mercy Tara was, this is Simple Stories Color Vibe Warm White and some black cardstock because I wanted it for the frame, and then of course I wanted to pull it in around the edges. So this one was from the new Mercy Tara kit, and so on Tracy's Patreon, that was Sunday, she did a live stream. She does it once a month, and it's a good chunk of the day if you're keen to scrap, and it's kind of nice to be hanging out and scrapping. So what she did was she pulled an older layout of her own to scrap lift, and it had these triangular color blocks. And so I thought, I'm going to do that too. So I had a video up where I made page kits with this Joy kit, and I made 6 page kits with photos. And then after the fact, I did another 5, and a few of them have photos, and this was one of them. So I pulled this one out to use with hers. So it looks completely different. The only thing pretty much is the same is I've got my 4 different colors and a clunk in the middle, but very different. Hers was more graphic colors, whereas this to me is more traditional, and she had used a lot of black and white accents. So really cool looking. If you remember her Patreon, or if you're not, you should go and sign up. So everything from the kit, nothing too crazy, but just lots of, these are older photos of myself and my brother. I gotta look up the date. I can't remember. So he was born in 75, so it'd either be, I want to say it's 76 or 77, because he's kind of walking. But he used to suck his finger, not his thumb, his finger, and it kind of in like this. So he had terrible buck teeth. Poor bugger. And then, anyway, he wore some appliances when they did it different. Instead of braces, he went to the dental school in London, Ontario here, and it was appliances that you wore during growth spurts, and that's all he did. So it was like basically a weird looking retainer. And just when he was going through a growth spurt and it did the trick, he hardly had to do anything. And back in those days, it was like super cheap. Like I want to say maybe it was under $100 for the whole procedure, like the whole treatment. Anyway, it was pretty different times, right? Yeah, so just a couple of things that were a nod to my grandma. She had a red house, an old red farmhouse, and she always had, you know, the hard candy. They weren't wrapped though. They were the, you know, just the bags of hard candy that you get with the humbugs and they'd be in that dish and you'd take the lid off and you'd pick one and 17 would come with it. So it just, still good memories though, right? Like, I'm getting so nostalgic in my old age, but this makes it fun to think back. Okay, so this is from the same kit. You might not realize it because it looks so different, but it's not a Christmas layout, it's just a winter layout, and I went with the brighter colors. I didn't ink the edges and I didn't sand the edges or distress the edges, which is weird for me. I did add some extra things. These chipboard pieces are from a really old My Mind's Eye chipboard sheet that I found that I hadn't touched from, I can't remember the date now, but like it's 15 years old, say. And what else did I add? I add that, the trim, and then I wanted to add this this darker wood grain paper. It's a Simple Stories, the walnut one. But I do have a process video for this if you're interested in that. Go back and have a look. I pulled out all the green sequins, so I love how that looks when you just pull out the one color and make use of that. Oh, and I did add in the date this morning. So this is the Heidi Swapp, this dirty old thing. Heidi Swapp is like a script font for the month. So it's kind of fun to use that once in a while. And my new date stamp, roller stamp that I got, doesn't go back to 2020, so I have to use my older one, and I had to dig for it. I didn't know where I'd put it. This one I started way back in September. It was for a September Freaky Fast Friday formula for the scrap room, and this is a September kit, I believe. Bella Boulevard, like Lake Life, the flavors of the month. So everything's from the kit, but this is just the first night we went down to the lake when we were at the cottage we rented this summer, and I used the cut file, not the boat portion obviously, but the by the lake. And so the center portion I spritzed with a couple of colors of shimmers. I can't remember which ones they were now. And then they're popped up on a bit of foam, so you get a little bit of dimension there. Yeah, nothing too out of the way, but it's done. I kind of stuck it away. You know how you do that? You get working on something different and completely forgot I had it. And then this is the last one I did. I did a process video for this one as well. Scrap a Sketch, number 92. Everything is from the kit with the exception of a Happy Scrappy Studio Flare, Be Jolly, because look at the jolly little fella. And then a little bit of chartreuse green. Is that? No, twill ribbon. So I did a process video for this one, but since the video, I added in, I just put his name on the tag there in the red letters. And then I took the multicolor letters and put them down there so that they're there, but there's a lot going on, right? So I just kind of wanted it snuck in down there. I do file all of my layouts in albums chronologically, so I've got half empty albums with spaces where I know I'm going to put layouts, but I haven't quite decided yet whether I'm just gonna, this is our great nephew, so a lot, like, well, all of the little kids that you're gonna see, like recent photos, are great nieces and nephews. I've got very few of my own kids when they were young that aren't scrapped. I was pretty good at keeping up then, and then I've been trying to go back and do some of myself and my brother. And but what's my point? Oh yeah, obviously I'm gonna give her some, like, I don't know if she wants them all. She's not a scrapbooker, and I don't know whether people want, I'm gonna ask her what she wants to do, whether she wants to give me a list of photos that she wants me to do. Maybe she wants a mini album, or maybe she just wants to take some of the ones that I've already done, or all of them. I don't care. Just, it would give me the excuse to redo them, because it's fun doing the little guys again. I miss it. But anyway, just something I wanted to quick mention was there is an online crop at Scrapbook Nerd this weekend, on their Facebook page, the Facebook Scrapbook Nerd Friends page. And so there's like 9 challenges. It's a ugly Christmas sweater crop. They're good about doing a lot of crops. So there's like 9 challenges. Some are sketch, some are theme, some are, product based. And then you have until next Saturday, the 9th, to post them to their gallery. And they give away some decent prizes. So, I mean, I participate every time, but I've yet to win anything. So maybe this is the month. But I'll link that down below if you're interested. They're a Canadian online store out of Fergus. And again, you like to support the little guys when you can, and it's a fun group of ladies. So anyway, that's it for today, and I hope it's not raining at your place, because it's super dreary here. But looking at little faces like this helps to brighten your day a little bit. Yeah, so if you have any questions or comments, just please leave them below, and I'll throw some links down there for the Scrapbook Nerd and that kind of stuff, and we'll leave it at that. Hope everyone's having a great day, great week, heading into the weekend. I appreciate you stopping by and taking some time to spend with me, and we will talk to you again.